So strange. So strange how that happens. So I've been working on the new layout. Justin Bieber, 2008. Thank you for following. Did anyone else see this? I know, right? I am working on my my new layout for the most part. I was switching back and forth between the layouts. So this is interesting. I don't actually believe in this particular setup, but I can't open up the center with my king in the center, unfortunately. So, just going to continue to ruin his life as best we can. And this should ruin his life, as this is a mild miscalculation. I am streaming at all right. I was serious about this, by the way. So let's see, the new backdrop. See if I can give you a glimpse of the new backdrop. Basically, I'm actually trying to get it to be a motion background. It resembles the business card that... What's going on here? It resembles the business card that was made for me by my erstwhile layout designer. Let's just keep on attacking. There's a little bit of a problem. For players that are caught in the center. So did I win 2 pawns with just 1? In all the confusion, I kind of lost track. Sometimes you have to... Good morning. Tournament is 11:30 to 6. What's the tournament? Can I do it this way? Yeah, we're going to do it this way. I'll do it this way. We want to keep it from getting castled. As we have pointed out in the past, I would like to keep the subway tracks live. Let's see, what is the material count? Just for the record. Looks good. So right now we have 5 pawns and they have 3. That e4 pawn could have been valuable though. We will know someday. Good morning. Sunday, 11:30 to 4:30. Oh, they're playing in the U.S. Scholastic Rapid. That's great. That is amazing. Can I do it this way? He didn't take my pawn. Kind of perturbed that he didn't take my pawn. I really am. We have to counterattack. To the best of our ability, we have to counterattack. Really? I guess we're trading. We are trading. Bobby. Yeah, I was worried about that. No, I'm not going to agree to a draw. This is to the death. Don't we already have a Zoom? How do I get around here? Giving him some winning chances. I'm attempting to give him some winning chances. All right. We have managed it. What we have managed, I do not know, but we have managed it. This is how you win a draw in endgame. I needed this win. He's gotten me so many times. He's got me 4-1. Is he right? How can that possibly happen? Mm-hmm. Just going to step our way up, by the way. in a manner that we can promote our pawn. Okay. Can I do it that way? No, I guess we have to do it this way. Pawns walk themselves in, by the way. Oh no. He slimed me. Did he slime me? He slimed me. He slimed me for a draw. I made one fast free move and I didn't need to do that. How are you, thinker teacher? In the house. I thought that was a lovely collab that you did yesterday with the mate in one patterns. I don't remember who you were collabing with, unfortunately. I did follow them, but I don't remember. Oh, Kim Dim. New streamer. Awesome. Oh, which reminds me, I was going to message another streamer. I did have a lesson, a really awesome lesson with another streamer earlier in the week, but we didn't do it online. I am not ready to do any collabs yet. I'm just not ready to do any collabs. Rogan Joe Sloan in the audience. He's not going to miss another stream. Let me just make sure I get him that shout out. Oops. Wherever he went. 11 to 6:30 today and 11 to 4:30 tomorrow. It's a perfect thing to do on a snowy day like this. Wow, that's very ambitious. That is so ambitious. You can have meetings via Discord. I have to set up earpieces. Thinker Teacher uses a headset. As long as it's in the calendar, I'll be able to find it. Princess Fiel. Although, I have not heard about my lesson yet. Well, normally I have a lesson at 11. Let's see what happens here. They have not yet confirmed. Last week we'd done the lesson at 9 a.m. I hope they don't expect it today. But don't you have the class? The Saturday class, yeah. Wow. 12 collabs. Now, are these for coaching? Or are they... I have to give them another shout out. I don't have the Saturday link. The Saturday link, I think the Saturday calendar link was going across many Saturdays. Let me just check. I'll check to see if I have the Saturday calendar. Can I get a full point buy? No, the tournament's still going. Max MW Moan. Let me just make sure I have the link. Because I don't have any, the one address that's outlawed is Yahoo. Anything with Yahoo, I do not get. Yahoo is for spam. I'm looking. Where's my calendar? It says that I have my lesson at 9:30 a.m. I don't see anything on the calendar today except for a 9:30 lesson, which is really 11. Schedule? No, I don't want to schedule. Meetings. An offer spiel on Monday is my next Zoom meeting. You should add it to the... Okay, you can add it to WhatsApp. Sounds great. I remember now why I deleted it. I'm looking. I think it was going across multiple days. That's why I ended up deleting it. Started on one Saturday and ran Monday through Saturday to Saturday all week long to June or something. Or at least the one that I had. I think it's not the one that everybody else has. Let's see here. There's only 3 rating points? That's crazy. I should have lost much more than that. That draw was so bad, I should have lost 50. I should have lost 50 of those 50 rating points. That's how bad that game was. Oh, this is lovely. One of my favorite openings in the entire world. And my next favorite opening in the entire world. Torrey versus Adams, everybody. Torrey versus Adams. Well, that is a nuance. Do I really want to give up the bishop pair? I don't know. Yeah, this is the way to do it. I missed this boat last time, by the way. I did. I missed this boat last time. Trying to recall what the best square was for this. Probably just back. Keep up the pressure. Our bishop often goes to d2 anyway. Mm-hmm. Do I get into trouble here? I think I get into trouble. I actually did believe that I got into trouble on that one. He had the move. knight h5, and I could have been losing a pizza or something in that position. That did not look so solid. But now, on the other hand, I get to remaneuver. Or do I? That's kind of a bummer. That's too bad. I really did have high hopes for that bishop pair, but maybe I was just getting out of it last time. I should have played bishop to g3 so I could play f4 now. All right. My opponent has officially obtained bishop pair. But my pawn structure is microscopically better. Microscopically better. Just getting overworked like crazy here. Word. I'm losing a pizza. I deserve this. Losing a pizza. Maybe I can make it 2 pieces for a rook. Maybe if I'm lucky, I can make it 2 pieces for a rook. Or just maybe I'm escaping. Oh, nice. That is very, very cool, I have to admit. So, what's he doing to me? Is he really bothering me that way? Sometimes you just have to love a really good bishop on b7, don't you? Do I have to worry about this? Tough call, right? It is a tough call. Well, I can get pushed around. So if he attacks me and I attack him, and he attacks me and I attack him. So let's say I can give 1 check, then play knight g4, but is that worth it? I don't think so. Knight d6, I want to be able to play, but how do I get there? I don't just want to move away. My first thought is f4, but then I'm very close to losing a piece after bishop d4. Arthur Kogan has a birthday today. I hope he's in our calendar. Everybody has our calendar. Please make sure you follow Thinker Teacher, who's in the stream and in the tournament, I think, today. Let's see here. I have 1 minute to make a decision. Unfortunately, it's going to have to be a passive one. I'm not pleased about this. Kim Dim 55, how are you? Welcome to the stream. We are getting pushed around in this game. You are awesome. Saw you collabing with Thinker Teacher yesterday. It was a terrific effort. Right now, my knight's just trying to get coordinated. Not about how you move the pieces, but how you move the pieces together. Cheers. No, I'm not drawing. Last time I actually my opponent offered me a draw. Then I went on to develop a winning position. Oh no. Fine. Desperado. C'est la vie. But I'm not agreeing to a draw, ever. We are here to learn. We're going to target the pawn on c5. If he can actually fix his pawn on c5, I will be impressed. I'm going to target all of his pawns. Somewhat, yes. Yeah, my sessions equivalently, or at least my sessions for learning and lessons are also hold on, what's the fastest way to get to, should I go to a4 or should I threaten him elsewhere by going to d3 or a4? That is the question. If I go to b1, I'm very far. All right, we're going to go this way. "40 seconds left. Not a big deal. Simple decision making. We are going to need to make a lot of simple decisions. That's all. Simple decision making. Just like that. Simple decision making. All right. Ye gods, folks. We're this close to trapping his bishop. Am I worried about king c7? I am, of course, worried about king c7. Let's go after the other side of the coin here, just in case. Oh no, I lost. I lost. Oh, it's another rough day, folks. Why did I make that fast move? I'm not blaming the time. It was not the time pressure's fault that I played a bad move. It was my fault that I played a bad move. Good morning, Lauren. How are you? Okay, so here was part of my plan that was unrealized. I wanted to check this, then I wanted to fix this pawn, and I wanted to place a knight on d6. Try to keep him from coming in. And then I wanted to scarf these pawns, ironically, this way. But for some reason, I pushed the b5 pawn instead of... Good luck, Lauren. Good morning, Conta de Luna. I am a little slow. Fortunately, I have a timestamp, so I know I haven't replied to Kim in some time. And Conta de Luna was only a minute ago, so this isn't so bad. All right, Lauren. I'm no longer playing the novelty variation. That's not happening. What is this? Is this where I play this move? Let's try it. There are 4 ways to get an advantage against this opening if you're white. 4 ways. 2 are more effective than the others. The others you have to work very hard. This is the Gurganidze line. You're absolutely right. Another Gurganidze invention. So if you want to play the main line, Lauren, you just have to play knight to d2. Knight to d2 transposes into all of the main lines by force. Knight to d2 is the superior form of this because then I have to take on e4. I don't really have an alternative after knight to d2. I don't have any bishop pins. I don't have any fanciness on the white squares. So Kim, how long have you been streaming? I haven't really looked. I know I followed you, but I haven't really looked, unfortunately. I have to apologize. How do I want to continue this? I guess I have to go this way. Very natural development. Did I take it this way? I'm going to pretend like this is another natural day at the office. So I have better development, a little sketchy control over the center. No intention whatsoever of actually taking on f3. Not one. Not one bit do I have any intention of taking on f3. Now, did I miss my chance to play c5? I don't know. But we're going to continue as though everything is absolutely normal. You are still a sub. Eatonheimers, good luck. No, but knight to d2 is the move played by grandmasters because of these moves. Grandmasters do not like to allow counterplay. And that should be the end of the story. Hmm. All right, we're off. We're going to live life as rough as we have to. I don't know if Kim is still here or if she's setting up her stream. The 12 collabs, I'm very jealous, Thinker Teacher. That's so awesome. 40 collabs by X. Even more jealous. I don't even know what to say. Craziness. I don't think I have a choice. The only square for the queen. Okay. Hmm. Fascinating, Moneypenny. Fascinating. Oh, did I overlook that? That makes sense that I should overlook that, right? Doesn't it make sense? No, I was trying to let you checkmate me and put me out of my misery. Lauren, you're supposed to play rook d1. Oh, supposed to put me out of my misery. You can't take material. I mean, obviously you can continue to do that, but I don't want you to do that. So we'll trade queens. Cheese whiz. You should have taken my rook on h8. You're just winning. Do not move fast. Move purposefully. It is an abusive relationship in general. I don't think chess. I don't think chess has anything to do with it. But we have an equal position on average here. I find this very, 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 very amusing. So the f pawn can no longer move, right? Just making sure the f pawn can no longer move. Very important that the f pawn can no longer move. Can I take that? I don't really want to take that. I guess I have to. Then we are going to continue. Take advantage of these endgame ideas. That was wholly unexpected. Where did that come from? All right, am I concerned about this? I do not know if I'm concerned about it, but we'll find out if we're concerned. Eventually. Mm-hmm. Slight difference of... I was very lucky in that game, Lauren. Very lucky. I did gift you, actually, 5 people who are regulars in the stream got it. I don't know if it was... no, it's not about the time control, and it's not about being tired. It's about an inherent internal acceptance of where the pieces are at any given moment. You have to know that A1 has been under control since the bishop went to f6. Every dark square on that diagonal, you just have to know it like you know where you parked your car. You can't start walking in the wrong direction and then say, oh yeah, I remember I parked my car with it. That will happen on occasion, and it might even happen because you're tired. But in general, maybe you're right, Lauren. Maybe you're absolutely right. Everything is affected by everything. I want to check to see where we are. I have to restart our follower goal. We're at 4 follows. I've already gifted 5 subs. For the previous 50, I need to restart the follower goal. What else? What? 4 days ago, I unlocked an animated emote slot. Now how do I do an animated emote? We might have to go to an animated emote creation design stream. right? That's Lauren. Lauren, I just want you to take a step back from that statement and listen. Okay. The stubbornness I can understand. The determination and everything I can understand. But even grandmasters give moves a temporary timeout while they recycle their repertoire. Bobby Fischer actually studied the Alekhines defense and all of the other openings. And everybody else believed that he would never play the Alekhines defense until he did in the World Chess Championship match against Boris Spassky. He had also played it one time previously in an accidental game in the Havana 1966 tournament because it was played by Teletype, the Marshall Chess Club operator, sent across d4. Bobby Fischer answered with knight f6, and then when the move came across e5, Bobby Fischer refused to take back his move and replay the game. Apparently the move should have been e4 instead of d4, so he played knight f6, and there was a lot of time there as people tried to scramble to see what was going on. But after e5, Bobby Fischer played knight d5 and played his first Alekhine defense purely by accident. There were a lot of openings that Bobby Fischer played in order to achieve the next level. So all I want you to really grok about your previous statement is that by making an absolute, you have to be careful because words are truth. If I were to tell everyone in the stream something about the fact that I may or may not ever get better, I will manage to prove that true. So I wouldn't even say it about ratings. I won't say it about strength. I'm only going to say constructive things. So therefore, that statement needs to be revised just a little bit. Just a little bit. I know that you prefer knight to c3, but you have to compare the options. You do have to compare the options. It's like you saying, I'm never going to play an opening which will enable me to become a grandmaster. Is that true? You're right. I could play the Scotch Gambit all of my life. The Dragon Sicilian is black, and I will end up like Gowan Jones. Okay, exactly. I appreciate that. I only because I care about your future development, and you do have to keep an open mind. I agree that you can be stubborn about a particular variation, but you're going to have to put the time in off the board rather than on the board to refute it. Most grandmasters, like Bobby Fischer, give the Ruy Lopez a rest, and they play the exchange variation for 3 games. In 1967, Bobby Fischer played the exchange variation for 3 games in 1967, giving the Ruy Lopez a rest for that tournament, while he may or may not have needed to repair something. There was something going on in theory at that time. There was also something going on in the Najdorf at the time that he played h3 on the 6th move. Now, normally against Ron, I play knight c3 and I do really, really well. So I'm going to continue to play knight c3 and do really, really well. Yeah, it actually happened to Magnus Carlsen gave away his pawn on move 2. e4, knight f6, knight f3, knight takes e4. That was Carlsen Geary, titled Arena X, by the way. Carlsen Geary, titled Arena X. So now we're in a French defense 2 knights variation. And my opponent has chosen a very strange a6 maneuver, which I'm not sure works out as well in the winnower. Therefore, I'm not worried about the winnower anymore. But we may have a problem in the McCutcheon. A6 is very useful in the Steinitz variations if I played e5 on the last move. So basically, I do believe in having a firm understanding of chess in all its variations. Should I do this first? Yeah, I think so. Once again, we have a very creative game. A very, very creative game has once again arisen. What is going on here? Tried to attack my d4 pawn. Dude, don't do that, man. Tried to attack my d4 pawn. How rude. Mm-hmm. And now for something completely irrelevant. How do we dive in? We stop, where do we begin? So knight e5, fe5, queen h5, king d7. Don't like it. So let's go to the short diagonal. Let's roll the tape on the short diagonal of danger, death, doom, despair, disaster, carnage. Carnage. Yes, this is where we're supposed to be. Should I check first or should I not? Told me once, but I forgot. Oh, the d3 square is hanging. Oh, that's kind of a bother. It's something creative, not something ordinary. Doesn't seem like I have much of a choice. Does it? Should not have allowed bishop to b4 check. If I did allow bishop to b4 check, I should have played knight to c3. I moved too quickly again. I did. I moved too quickly again. So sad. Can't believe I did that. Migrate to the king side, folks. Migrating to the king side. All right, moment of truth, everyone. Does he have enough? Does he have enough to continue this attack? Thank you, though, Lauren, for backing up from an absolute statement. Try to be careful, everyone, about making absolute statements in chess. Just don't do it. On average, try not to do it. It's really, really not worth it. Do have a bit of an inconvenience here. That much is true. That much is true.
This nation owes you a huge debt.
Thank you, Mommy. Mommy. Mame, how are you? Welcome to the stream. We are attempting to avoid getting checkmated. That's one thing that we're attempting. Can I attack 3 things with one go here? Is that possible? I don't know. But I do need to improve all of my pieces, and the rook on a1 was screaming out to be improved. Screaming out to be improved. So the idea of attacking my queen with a rook is not happening because his rook on f8 is tied down. He does have a move like c5, but then I get to gain time on his queen and the f6 pawn with queen c3. There's never a back rank mate threat because I always have knight f1. But he does have a white squared bishop, so I have to keep in mind that a move like a5, for example, could free up the bishop to go to a6, and then I could be in trouble. But meanwhile, back at the ranch, Tonto, not knowing the Lone Ranger was disguised as a bishop, I amended a Frank Zappa song there for most of you. That was a very serious amendment. So where are you headed? And what does it all mean? Got it. Now for something completely irrelevant. I do want to trade queens, yeah? In what way do I want to trade queens? Yeah, I think I want to trade queens here. Mm-hmm. Do you have enough? So let's see. Rook takes g2, king moves. That is a problem. Rook takes g2, knight takes g2, queen takes g2. Wait a minute, that doesn't add up. Let me just see what's going on here. Rook takes g2, knight takes g2. Queen takes g2. I had a much simpler move. Why didn't I play the simpler move? Very strange that I did not play the simpler move. Very, very strange to not play the simpler move. Now for something completely irrelevant. Bummer. Still a bummer. That piece, on the other hand, definitely use a facelift. And believe it or not, it's not d8 that I'm going to. Well, maybe it is d8 that I'm going to. Not what I was expecting. Bummer. I don't like to win like this. But I'll take it. My apologies, Ron. Where'd he go? Oh no. I'm terribly sorry, Ron. I did not know that I forced you to page 2. Which one? Hold on. Stefano. Uh-oh. That's not good. Australian time zone is brutal with chats with USA time zone. I'm the one getting up at 4 o'clock in the morning. Although I agree that it's very late at night for you. But I'm getting up at 4 o'clock in the morning to try to meet you guys halfway. But I need more evening streams, you're right. Evening streams when it's morning for you. All right. Meanwhile, see if I can figure this out. Do I have time to go get coffee? That is the question. No, probably not. Thinker teacher duking it out with UPenn. He beat Stefano. King's Gambit Aroba. King's Gambit Aroba. I was supposed to have another couple of students in this mix as well. So if I'm gonna go get coffee, I need to make up my mind quickly. And I also want to paste the event window up if I can. So can I do that? So let's do the chat box. I want to copy. Hold on, can I copy both the chat box and the content screen? Just the chat box for now. Control C. I'm going to copy this. We're going to transition to Of course, there's no mic. As I mentioned before, every time I change, thank you Pegasus for that. Rogan, I didn't see yours either. I apologize. Rogan got it first. Yeatenheimer's was seconding or thirding Lauren. And yes, every time I change my screen layout, as Rogan pointed out this morning, I am literally going to have to, what's the right word? I'm literally going to have to change or turn on my microphone. So coffee, very important. And of course, we can probably put on a Perpetual Chess podcast while we're at it. How about that? Should we put on a Perpetual Chess podcast? I'm going to put on my favorite. Oh, wait, the bonus pod. How to Chess. I tell you what, my favorite at the moment is, legitimately, my favorite at the moment is the Jakob Ogard. So yeah, I'm holding on to this one. By the way, if no one has seen my business card that Rogan, that Quadraspassky did for me. Ironically, this is the business card that Quadraspassky did for me. So how lucky am I to find to be able to design the backdrop, or at least do the backdrop myself in a way that I can do it. So this is the other side of the business card. Pretty cool, yeah? This one has the Twitch TV address on it. I like that side because it has my photo on it. Needless to say, I can cover my personal information on this side, but it has the Instagram and the Twitch on it for the most part on this side. So it's a two-sided card. Very well done. And the layout is going to match the Twitch card. I mean the business card. Crossing my fingers. If anyone knows how to do layouts like this. So interestingly enough, the intermission please wait is embedded in this animated background that I want to use for the real background. If anyone has any idea how I can send you this file with the intermission in the background. I'm going to open it in Adobe Premiere and I'm going to try to take it apart, and I'm going to try to take the words intermission please wait out of the motion background that I found. MD Knight, cheers, thank you so much. Namaste. I don't blame you for lurking. I do that so much. This is going to be, in theory, the new backdrop. I was looking for a theme that matched not only the gray chair and the red for the most part, but this was the goal and I think it's working. So I'm going to fade out of the red with the gold fire. I like the Team on Fire concept. I also wanted to do another book on stream, which I received recently as an addition to the dojo, anonymously. Imagination in Chess by Pita Gaprandashvili. And I hope it's not still on the Amazon list. But if you wish to contribute to the dojo, you may do it through the Amazon wish list. And also, I'm off to get coffee because I definitely need to get coffee. I'll be back. Please enjoy the new backdrop, intermission, yada yada yada. Come what may. Mama May. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70, 71, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89, 90, 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 100, 101, 102, 103, 104, 105, 106, 107, 108, 109, 110, 111, 112, 113, 114, 115, 116, 117, 118, 119, 120 getting backlogged on coffee cups. I had another one here too that I need to take down. And I failed to put on something for you guys to listen to. Darn it. Am I getting old or what? Jonathan Corblaw, International Master John Watson, James Altucher. Yeah, we're going to go with Judith Polgar.
Hey everyone. Before we get to today's episode of Perpetual Chess, I just wanted to say thanks to everyone who has supported the show. Ways to support Perpetual Chess include telling a friend about the show, subscribing on Apple Podcasts or whatever platform you use. Better yet, leaving a positive review on that platform. But most of all, I want to thank the people who've supported me with the new Patreon page. If you haven't heard, it's patreon.com/perpetualchess, and the suggested donation there is $2 a month. So I tried to keep it as affordable as possible for as many people as possible. The donations go to cover things like the production, the audio equipment, and the hosting for the show. So if you can't afford it, you definitely shouldn't donate, but if you can, it's really appreciated and it helps out a lot. And guess what? I think it's also going to make the show better. What we're going to do is people who donate to the show will get advance notice of the guests, and they will have the chance to send in questions to the guests. So if you feel like there's some topic I don't cover enough, or if you have some favorite player that you're waiting for them to come on, well, there's a good chance we're going to get them at some point. So now you can sit back and wait, and then when someone's coming on who interests you, you can pounce like a cheetah and get your questions in. I think this is going to make it a better show overall, more community driven. I've always said I want this show to be by the people and for the people. Well, I think that this will help make that happen. So thanks again for all the support, and enjoy today's episode. Hello everyone, I'm Ben Johnson, and this is the Perpetual Chess Podcast. On Perpetual Chess, I have weekly conversations with the chess world's best players, promoters, and educators about their lives, careers, current projects, and best practices. For more information, go to perpetualchesspod.com. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Perpetual Chess Podcast. So we have an extra special guest today, the Grandmaster, the chess legend, the ambassador for chess, Judith Polgar. Judith, thank you for joining the podcast.
Hi, it's nice to be here.
Judith, I have to admit, I'm such a big fan of yours that I feel a little bit like I must be being pranked. So can you assure me that it's really you?
Yes, it is me. It's Judith Polgar.
Great, that is amazing. And I know, Judith, that you have the Global Chess Festival coming up on October 14th. What else has been going on in your life?
Well, actually, I'm pretty busy with my foundation, the Judith Polgar Chess Foundation. We are doing our main activity is educational chess. We are running a program in Hungary, actually starting from 2013. It's part of the educational system nationally. It's the Chess Palace and also the Chess Playground, already for kindergarten preschoolers. It just came out. My 3 books for parents, for home use, but also we make a lot of courses for teachers, and we provide a lot of material for parents by now also, and also for schools. So that's something we do very actively. Also, I do pretty much lectures about decision making, about my experiences, how to be on the top for many years and be motivated when you're doing something on a high level. Of course, I'm a mother of 2, so I'm happy to be at home. After I stopped and retired from competitive chess, I can also spend more time with my family. But I'm very passionate about the Global Chess Festival and my initiative of Chess Connects Us, which actually I'm running practically all year round. It's only the festival is a celebration of one day, which is each year, second Saturday of each October.
Nice, yeah, and I know that you have a very big event in Budapest, your home city, and lots of events around the world. But before we get to the festival, Judith, if you don't mind, I'd like to talk a little bit more about the curriculum, because I read where you mentioned instituting this curriculum in Hungary in your book, and I just wanted to find out a little more about it, because obviously us chess fans wish that there were curriculums like this everywhere. So is it at every school in Hungary?
Actually, the way it works is it's an optional subject, the educational chess, and our program is running about in 250 schools for the moment, which involves about 10,000 kids. We also have courses for 30-hour course for teachers. About 800 teachers were taking the course. So it is the program is the idea is not to raise chess champions, but to make the kids think in a wider range, make connections, understand how to think logically. Also, educational chess, we are using the values of the pieces. We have a chess palace where the chessboard is projected on that, so they can use the coordinates very well and in a playful, creative way. So it has a lot of different elements using the moves of the chess pieces, the rules of chess, and usually the feedback what we have that kids are very happily going to school and has pretty much of emotional attachment to our own chess pieces. The pieces has their names also, like Queen and Rookie Rook. So it is a program where we try to inspire kids and also the teachers to think in a way, in a creative, playful way, to understand that life also has connection in everything, whatever you do. And here also by using the 64 squares, the pieces, the movements, the values, and different elements and tools, we want to inspire really to make the kids think in a healthier way, in a wider way, think like a 21st century kid needs.
There's an echo?
And see the things in connections, also in relation one to another. And so far the tests also show that the kids are improving in most of the other subjects also in school, like not only in math, which can be kind of logical, but also in reading, writing, concentration, cooperation with other kids, and also being more open. And we are very proud of this program.
Yeah, it sounds great, and I'm not surprised to hear that it's having that effect on kids, because I know there have been other studies to that effect.
How about that?
Obviously,
does that take it off?
Have a great perspective on what to teach kids due to your background. So, how much of the stuff that the legendary Polgar training program helped design for you and your sisters? How much of the material that you guys use do you incorporate into the curriculum?
Well, it's important to understand that this is not a chess program developed to have the kids compete in chess. It is really an educational tool for the teachers, because actually it's taught by the school teachers, not chess teachers. So it is really, we think it's a great tool for teachers to use all kind of elements as a rule of chess. Of course, some of the elements, it is similar to the way I learned the basics from my father and my mother, because when I started to learn the moves, it was not like that on one afternoon I learned all the rules. It was more or less the same way as here, that we spent some time learning the pawn house moves, then the other pieces. So that's how it comes, that you really learn one by one each piece, how they move and what they can do over the chessboard to reach from A1 to H8, to learn many things on the way. So it's really step by step. But it's very important to know that this program is for average kids to develop their thinking skills. And of course, in many schools, the feedback is that some of the kids, or many of the kids, they want to get involved in chess in a much deeper level. So they go after school programs and they start to compete also in chess tournaments.
Right. Yeah, I was going to ask, because I would think that if you expose a lot of kids to chess, then naturally some of them are going to just want more and more and more. So are there more opportunities for the kids once they do take an interest to pursue chess?
Usually the schools who are taking this program, they also try to get a chess trainer. So for the kids who are inspired to take the game specifically, so they have more chance to get more knowledge in already focusing only on chess.
Okay.
Yes.
Great. And then you also have your festival coming up, the Global Chess Festival. So what do you have planned for that?
Well, each year I have many ideas, all kind of programs we have. This year we're going to have, looking it from chess point of view, we're going to have an international future champions. That's the name of the event, where I invite under 14 and over 1800 rating points.
So yeah, I'm switching off the switching off the Perpetual Chess podcast for a minute, as I'm going to continue to work on this stream. I think that this particular background on Lichess is going to have to do. Let's watch Thinker, Teacher, and Stas, who slimed me in the first round and ruined my day for the most part. I like the longer events. It gives you a chance to climb back in. Mommy! Alright, meanwhile, back at the ranch. So one of the interesting tricks is that if I have the desktop audio on coming through the speakers, then it echoes because you're getting the desktop audio and the microphone. And interestingly enough, when a move is made on the board, I can see a little blip on the desktop audio mixer. So I know you're getting the sound from the desktop audio. The desktop audio does not need to be that loud. It's very loud right at the moment. I'm going to turn it down to maybe 6.9. How about that? Big fan of 6.9. If I can get it to that, it goes from 6.8. And then I haven't tested my new audio settings in this layout. So the layout does not have the filters. The microphone does not have the normal filters. Testing the microphone, so that I can find the right balance between hitting the high notes. I'm not getting any yellow, so it sounds like this is not good. The mixer only has 4 sources at the moment. Desktop audio, mic, and webcam. Right now there's no alert box. Let's test a widget.
This nation owes you a huge debt.
Well, that's not good. The alert box has to be above the screen capture. There we go. I like the way it's locked in there. Now I just need to check one more thing about the webcam properties to see if I can actually do what I want to do. At the moment, this is the only thing I can do on the settings, other than moving that box on a screen that I don't really want to move the box. Color space, color range. You can also turn it to that one. That would be a good intermission camera, right? But where are my camera settings? Where is my supersuit? We're going to go with that for a moment while I fix the other camera. Logitech. Camera settings. And now yeah, there's a lot of work to be done, and I need to make my publishing date of February 1st, which is Tuesday. So I want everything in place by Tuesday. And I spent a lot of time on it yesterday, unfortunately, which is no good. So what is this? This is just the Logitech webcam control. So I think I need to go to the Logitech G Hub. Maybe the Logitech G Hub will help me out. So the C920 video. Disable this device in G Hub to allow other software to have full control. All right, so let's start here. That's amazing. Rogan, we have to talk. Absolutely, we have to talk. I need to bring up my WhatsApp because I don't necessarily know. Thinker teacher fighting. The pass pawn, while dangerous, perhaps is not as dangerous as losing the kingside pawns. Is that possible? lesson is on for 10 a.m. Yes. Fair enough. I cannot wait for the lesson at 10 a.m. actually. Time to make the donuts. You gonna find me an intro? You're awesome, Roken. Yeah, I've been dabbling with a few things. Oh, that's true. I don't know how to repay you, Roken. We're gonna probably have to do lessons now. Training. I almost would love to say guarantee. I'm not sure if this is the way I would have gone. I don't want to be cut off from the pawn. Maybe it'll be okay, but these two pawns are connected. I probably would have stayed in front of the pawn. My instinct, anyway, is to stay in front of the pawn. His king is so far on vacation, it's crazy. I see there's a time factor that Thinker Teacher is trying to calculate in. Just doesn't quite have enough time to do what he wants to do. Yet, he is going to create counterplay just the right way, and he should not have a problem. Okay, maybe he has a small problem. Was there another factor? There was another factor. He should not have taken this pawn. Maybe, just maybe, he could have played king up. Rook takes. King up. Yeah, it's too bad. We can't get... I want to get the white king to this square, have him capture there, and then it's stalemate. That was a stalemate trick. He's not in any trouble, though. He just has to be very, 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 very careful about keeping the rook behind the passed pawn, which is what he's going to do now. I know you're doing it for a hobby, but I'm so jealous because I'm also doing my own stuff. Oh, I'll have to think about that. I really will have to think about that. That's fascinating. That should get you there, except for king to d4. I don't think that was necessary. I don't think this was really necessary to attack the rook. I think you just needed to go back. Oh no, you couldn't go back because of rook check and takes. No, you could go back. Yeah, king to f5 was the safest way to draw. King to g5. The drawback with king to g5, I thought, was that he could attack the rook. But we're still drawing anyway, because the pawn must fall. Yep. Nice game, Thinker Teacher. Little touch and go there. Alright, so meanwhile, back at the ranch, I'm trying to fix my camera. See if I can find these properties. I did want to create room for 2 cameras. Therein lies the tale, you know? And it's not going to work with this layout just yet. Lauren J.W. Battling. I've added quite a few tags, actually, to my stream. I learned from the best. This one is also a tedious endgame. JL Enamorado is not known for his endgame prowess at all, honestly. He is not. What to do now? Great job, Lauren. What? No, I would have pushed the H pawn all the way up to H3 and then gone for it because you have the other pawn for a tempo if you need it. But obviously, he's going the wrong direction. I thought it was a good game. I was commenting on the scariness of the passed pawn. I think it might have been an easier draw if you didn't try to hang on to the H6 pawn. You played, or the pawns on the king side. I thought I would just put my king in front of the pawn one time, and then pick off F3, F4. But you played King G7 for some strange reason. Maybe because you're trying to play to win, but I didn't think you were trying to play to win. So therefore, I would have put my king in front of the pawn instinctively, and that would have made it a little easier to pick off the pawns. Then it got a little scary because you might have been cut off in a weird way. The box could have gone the wrong way. Yes, I am with you, sir. I am with you. I believe that, I'm not entirely sure that you're a stronger player than me. I believe you're a stronger player than me. The good news is that we have the age-old wisdom to compensate for our lack of execution ability at the board. So even though we screw up at the board, as you saw me do today, I'm saying that's a collective you. Many of you saw me screw up today and draw a game I should have won, lose a game that I should have won, and then I finally won 2 games in a row. And I'm in the back of my mind preparing for a lesson in 20 minutes. But I'm very thankful for everything here. How am I doing against Conte de Luna? Did I catch up? I'm -1 against Conte de Luna. I don't think Think Your Teacher and I have ever played. Oh, that's right. I made a terrible move against Think Your Teacher, and he gave me the knockout. He knocked me out. So, properties. We're going to return to our regular screen here. I would like to mirror. I would like to mirror my video. Is that possible? I think I have to do it in the camera settings. Of the computer. And I can't be on this camera when I do it. So I have to switch to that camera. So in order for me to change the camera settings, I have to let go of the camera. So we'll temporarily switch to the there's another app using the camera already. It doesn't seem like I can mirror the video, but if I can mirror this video, I will be in business. Let's watch Conte de Luna and Ron Hay as they battle it out for first place, because I think Ron Hay has to have been coming back. So you'll notice that we have the notes, private notes, spectator room, and in the spectator room, this is the chat box for the spectator room. It's not the same as this chat box. Is Ron Hay making a comeback? He is. 3.5. This is huge for Ron Hay. Huge pairing for Ron. Stas is playing U Penn, which is also huge. U Penn could be at 4.5. So we're going to go to that game for a moment. So we have the knight take. U Penn is a brutally tactical player. I do not know who U Penn is. I believe they graduated in 07. I'm going to Google mirroring these camera settings. If you've not hit the follow button, please do. We are roughly 5 followers toward our follower goal. I thought about even shortening it up. There are like no camera control settings here. Very annoying. Let's do it this way. I wonder if I can swap it in my Zoom. Let's just do this for a moment. I'm going to open up Zoom. Do the video settings on the camera in Zoom. And see if I can swap it. That would be just totally weird, right? Then we will return to our properties in this layout. We're editing our layout at the moment. Backlight compensation. Wow. Backlight compensation. That really made me look like I was in the dungeon. Didn't that make me look like I was in the dungeon? Cancel. Alright, we'll try one more time with the regular camera before we end the day here. So I really do need the game capture window on the other side. Either that or I have to give up on using my touch screen. I don't want to do that. Or, that's even crazier, I could literally rearrange my screens. I can put this 40-inch, hold on one second. I don't even know how big this thing is. This thing is huge. I fit 3 screens onto this one screen. It's only 36 inches. 36 inches diagonally. And this one is only 33 inches. But it seems like much more. So yeah, I could probably do that. I could probably swap the monitor locations. That would be crazy. To swap this monitor for that monitor, and then I don't have to change my layout. And it will be a nice, unique new ones, physically. And I get to look outside at the same time, and I have the lighting at the same time. Let me just practice this. Just a brief moment. So this is my main screen, and I think this is the way I want it from now on. Yeah, this is it. I'm just going to look directly into the camera, and this is the touch screen, and then I will have the larger monitor to the side, and this is going to work out. All right, this layout will work. I like it. And then I need to place I need to replace these items on here. The bar overlay. Where's my bar overlay? There it is. Copy. Paste. We're going to do that. Rename or edit or properties. There we go. Actually, I don't really want that one. Do I want my real name on this on the screen? Yeah, I do. I do want my real name on the screen. FIDE trainer. See if that will fit as well. It's my only main FIDE title. I gotta keep it, right? Let's see how well that works. Thank you for being here with me while I do all this generic, jettisonable stuff. What is going on? Control Z, Control Z, Control Z, Control Z. And now I need to do something with the font or the font size. Maybe it's the font size. That's what's going on here. Properties. The width. Let's try 600. Now we're in business. That was easy. Or I'm going to take care of the FIDE trainer in the background, or the intermission thing in the background. Oops, Control Z. Did not mean to move everything. Bar overlay, got it. Username. I like where the bar overlay is for now, so I'm going to lock that into place. The username, I'm not sure I'm happy with where it is just yet. And then, yeah, I do have to do something about the intermission in the backdrop. That part has to go. right? So those are all good. I need the stream title to be relatively large as well. And I want to be able to edit the stream title offline, right? Not so bad after all. Well, you have new thinking techniques, Lauren. You have new thinking techniques, and the only way to seamlessly integrate improved piece coordination and thinking methods, the only way to improve your what's the right word? I really need the sponsors up there. Oh, what happened to my thing? I lost my game capture. Did I lose my game capture on the intermission screen? Where did it go? Where did you go? That's crazy. Right? I'm looking for it. I don't see it. So every time I change, then the... Yeah, no, I think I want the animated backdrop. I'm not sure if it's better to have the animated backdrop this way or that way. But I am going to overdo this intermission screen. I'm actually using the intermission screen that I created because I like the animated backdrop better. So therefore, the first thing that I can probably do is add some image sources. Well, actually, let's get our game back up. I don't understand what happened to our screen capture. It went away. And did it go to the back? It seemed like, oh, you know what? When I control Z, I want to make sure that I can get it this way. And then drag it out this way to fit. Now we needed an even little bit of spacing all around. Ho ho hum. Let me just see what that looks like without whatnot. That's gonna have to do for now. I'm gonna lock that into place before I forget. Now, interestingly enough, I can put the screen capture behind everything. And we could expand this some more, a la peanut butter sandwiches. I don't really need all of that, right? Let's see, Conta de Luna versus Lauren W. We'll put that on the spotlight for a moment. So I'm just going to lock the intermission screen down. Actually, you know what? I had an idea. Uno momento. 1 second, everybody. I have a better idea. So the intermission screen can be bigger. Uh-oh, and then the webcam gets bigger. Let's see how this pans out for just a moment, as I will find it easier to exit stage left. With this video. So now, with that bigger, I have to redo my camera. I do know that. I put this inside this box as best I can. And then I will straighten out the rest of it, the story. Yes. Lock screen capture. Then I just need to do the webcam. And now we're in business there. This is actually going to solve a lot of my problems. And then I just need chat. Everybody's been so quiet. Coffee! Uh-oh, 10:01. Okay, so now I just need to move the chat box. I need to re-centralize the chat box, and I'm in business. Where are you, chat box? There you are. Is it centered enough? I think so. Let's lock down the chat box here. Lock down the intermission screen for the moment. And then we're going to bring over our, brace yourselves as we lose our, uh-oh. All right, I'm starting to like it. Now I just need, as many of you already know, so let's lock down everything here. The bar overlay, I like it. The greatest cheerers, I'm actually going to put the greatest cheerers over there in the top left. Those are donations, but I'm also going to put the greatest cheerers because those guys deserve recognition. Followers, subscribers, most recent cheer and all-time cheerers are going to be in the top left, not donations. Or maybe, just maybe, we can put them across here. Let's do that. Let us do that. So, recent cheer, recent subscriber, and recent donation. Yeah, finally. Copy. Paste.
No more foreplay.
Wow, thank you so much. Uh-oh. What's happening? For the gift sub, Thinker Teacher, newest guy on the block. I see it up here. So let me just fix what just happened. Oh, thank you for the assist, Pegasus. That is amazing. Namaste. Pegasus is definitely going into the Beyond VIP department. I know, I need to take care of that other part. Unless I can just change the fonts. Maybe that's all I really need to do. So my first thought was to change the opacity. Here, I'm going to do the properties here. The width is going to be 1000. That looks like it's good enough. The properties are ba-dum. We should do the top sub-gifters, don't you think? Yeah, let's do that. The item limit is going to be 5. And I need to change one more thing. Rename. Once I get this in place, then I can replace it with another one. So now the properties. Oh wow, that was centering on the screen. I did not realize I had that tool. And now I'm going to... Oh, hey, wait one moment. Invert selection. That's very cool. Ah! That was weird. I'm learning, folks. I'm learning. No, I'm using Streamlabs, actually. OBS was a whole different animal. A whole different animal. OBS was just crazy for me. So top sub-gifters, and now I just need to turn the opacity down to 0. And I need a background color of black. And then, Oh, the gradient opacity. That's not working. Background color. There we go. Hold the phone. So once I get this into place, I will be happy. Those are the subs. Okay, this is going to work out. Absolutely going to work out. All of the information is going to be at the top of the screen, and I'm going to be happy with that. Properties, and now I need the font family. The font family cannot be where it was. There we go. And I need to $96. Oh, I have to exclude myself from the top sub gifters. I've gifted 96 subs to my own community. That's no good. Right? That's no good. Alright, we're getting warmer. I don't know if I like it there, but we're getting warmer. For the moment, I'm putting it down there. And I see that there's a little bit of an issue. On that one. So I need to alter this. Design wise, there we go. And I don't need it quite so large this time. Copy. Lock it into place for now. We're going to paste. And we're going to move it down. Whoops. And then we're going to change the properties of that. Nice, Lauren. How are you? Yeah, I'm doing a little bit of on an intermission stream here. I'm doing a little bit of redesign. And it's to match my business card. I should have just left the business card out that Quadris Basky did for me. Yeah, so this is the business card, Chescudo, that Quadris Basky did for me. And the other side, of course. So it's actually matching the new business card that Quadris Basky did for me. I'm just putting all these touches in myself. And the cheers, top all-time cheers. And so the font family is Roboto. I'm not a huge fan. Not a huge fan of the top of the Roboto concept, but okay, it's fine. Right when you got to page 1. Let's give a shout out again to Chescudo, who in his own right is very strong. We haven't actually done a plug for the Perpetual Chess podcast, which I should be listening to still. Thinker Teacher, who is one of our guests in the audience. And of course, we cannot forget the amazing Rogan Joe Sloan. So now I just have to do the top cheers somehow. How do I do this? I'm going to and then let me just edit the size of this because it does not need to be that big. Vertical alignment left, center. Got it. That's what I was missing. And I can change the size of it at the moment down to 900. Oops, not 1900. Everyone fits nicely in 900. Then all we have to do is center our screen. And I just need to grab those logos that were up here as well. I am going to take myself out of the Master Chess Dojo gifted subs. I don't know how to do that at this moment, but I will figure it out. Yes, that is cool. All right, it is 10:15. Wow, this tournament is still going strong. Still going strong. Never give up, never surrender. I'm just going to check Lauren JW's stats. Nicely done. It's all right. Her performance is above her rating, and that's really all we ask for. Good luck against Thinker Teacher. And needless to say, this is a preview of my thing. I'm going to add the sponsors at the bottom, across the bottom. You already know who they are. Chessable. I may add Aim Chess. I may not. I'm in conversation with them. We will see what happens. We'll discuss that when we get to it. I need to swap my monitors. Or do I? Actually, I only need to swap the monitor cable. How clever is that? I don't need to swap the monitors. I just swap the monitor cable. Maybe? Instead of being dominated. Let's take a look at your game. What happened here? What happened here? Lauren, this is a great opening for black if you don't like to win. I have to admit. This is an amazing opening for black. It never occurred to me to play this opening only because I like to win. And that is supposed to be funny, everybody. That is supposed to be funny. So meanwhile, yeah, I think I'm going to put I'm going to put an image of the business card also in the top left corner or something like that if possible. But it is very cool, I have to admit. This whole thing is extremely, extremely cool. All-time chairs, all-time top sub-gifters, properties. I need a center. Vertical alignment center. Other alignment center. There we go. And now I can edit the size of it by a little bit. There we go. Centered. Thank you everyone for being here. We need to choose someone to raid, right? So I can exit stage left for my community, roles, activity, followers. Hold on, what am I doing? I don't remember what I was doing now. Oh, I do have to edit that a little bit. You can still see the intermission behind the screen. But maybe because nobody can make it out, it looks like it's part of the special effects, right? That's cool. I Am Hungry has not been on in 6 days. I'm a little bothered by that. She was in trouble with her parents. Kim Dim is not streaming. I don't know where Kim Dim is from. Yes, that's where we're headed. Maybe, just maybe, we're headed to my other favorite streamer. Oh, Z Bean. Hold on 1 second. Before we finish this raid, let me find, who is it? Z Bean. Wow. Is she streaming on Lichess? Good for her. I only have one chance usually to raid, so I have to make up my mind quick. Control C. Let's do it. She's in English. She's good. Lauren JW, have a great day. Thanks everyone. I must get to my lesson. Cheers. Thank you for bearing with me during the intermission while I fixed my stream, my online layout. Thinkerfish 15.1 beta. Ba-dum-bum. Let's check the... Yeah, Lauren. Play like Tarish with black. Do not play the I want you to hurt me opening. Or I want you to dominate me opening. That opening that you played is one of those openings that only the M's in the S&M teaching community like. I want you to be a little bit more, I want you to put a little bit more in your S&M teaching community guidelines. Try not to be the M. That opening is not going to cut it against the stronger player. If you're playing a stronger player, attack, attack, attack. Cheers, everybody. Bye.